Hey guys, Coach Dylan here again from the Lambright, here for another Cardio Crushers workout from home, getting you ready to get geared up and back to the gym. So the first part of this workout, we're going to do some sprints at the beginning. You can go to the track, you can do this on a bike. The Lambright will be opening up, even though the dry side classes won't be firing for another little bit. I don't know when yet. But you'll be able to go in and make use of the Lambright here pretty quick. And so you'll be able to do this workout on your own, on an elliptical, or a bike, or a treadmill if it's nasty outside, because I know it's going to be extreme UV indices here coming up. But if you don't want to do it outside because it's hot, high UV index, you don't want to get roasted, whatever, you can do this inside on a treadmill or a bike or an elliptical. So for the sprint section, once we do a good dynamic warm-up, I'll try to remember to put a link down below, we're going to go 4 sets of 45 seconds easy, and then a minute and a half at about 85 to 90% maximal effort. And that 85 to 90% maximal effort is where we're going to spend the majority of today hanging out. So 45 seconds on, and then we're going to push for a minute and a half. And after doing that 4 times, we're going to switch right into taking 30 seconds easy, and then 30 seconds as fast as you can go. Not necessarily pushing, but we want to be super high turnover. You want to pretend you're Marvin the Martian, really getting the turnover rate going. And so it'll be 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 4 sets. And then we're going to go 1 set, we're going to go 2 minutes easy recovery after we get done with the repeats, and then we're going to go as hard, and then we're going to push for a minute and a half. We're going to go 90 seconds of push. So that's going to be 4 sets of 45 seconds easy, minute and a half push, about 85 to 90%. Then 4 sets of 30 seconds easy, 30 seconds repeat, which is about 95 to 100% turnover rate. And then we're going to go 2 minutes recovery and 1 90-second push. Again, sliding back down the intensity just a little bit to 90%, but it's going to be enough to get that heart rate really revved up. Once we've done all our sprints, we're going to switch over to the lifting component. We're going to be doing a circuit. We're looking for 3 to 5 sets of this circuit, and each one is going to go for 45 seconds each, so get yourself a timer, and let's get to it. All right, so we're going to have 4 exercises in our circuit. We're going to go kettlebell swings, push-ups, alternating reverse lunges, and T rotations. So you could say it's 5 if you do 1 set of T rotations on one side and then 1 set on the other. But all of them are going to be 45 seconds long, and then we're going to get 1 to 2 minutes of recovery, just enough to get that heart rate down. Notice if you are at the Lambright and you're on the 2nd floor, it can get a little toasty up there sometimes, so it may take you a little longer to recover. Or if you're doing this outside and it's hot out and humid, it may take you a little longer to get that heart rate down just enough to make sure we're not going over that red line. The goal is to get to that kind of 85 to 90% of our maximal heart rate and kind of sustain that for as much total time over the workout as we can. So we already got a head start on it with the sprints. Now we just need to maintain that while we're doing our lifting. So the first exercise we got, we're going to do some kettlebell swings. You can grab your handy dandy water jug, it weighs 8 pounds, or if you got a kettlebell that's a little heavier, you can use that. If you are at the Lambright, make use of one of the kettlebells. It'll be great. It's easier to hang on to than this guy. But if you're not at the Lambright and you're at home and you don't have kettlebells, a 1-gallon jug works pretty well. So we're going to go 45 seconds. So set yourself a timer on your phone so it'll ding at 45 seconds. And we're going to just forward and back with the hips, right? The core is tight. We're squeezing that belly button up and in the whole time. And we're keeping that chest fairly upright. See, we're keeping my chest fairly parallel with my shins. And we're just driving those hips forward and back, right? So it's all in the hips. It's just like Chubb said, it's all in the hips. So we're doing the same thing with the kettlebell swings. Drive back, drive forward. And you'll almost feel like you're rocking up onto your toes when you come forward. We really want to shift the weight forward and just let the weight naturally swing up and down. It's using your core, it's using your hips. This is not a kettlebell swing. That's a front lat raise. Don't do it. Okay? So we want it in the hips. Core is tight and we're breathing. Exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down. After our kettlebell swings, 45 seconds, we're going to switch over. We're going to do 45 seconds of push-ups. This is a pretty long time to do some push-ups. So if you need to downgrade it, go ahead and downgrade it. So we got level 1, level 2, or level 3 push-ups if you're on the ground. You're more than welcome to make use of your couch or your counter, or like in my office, my son's crib right here. If you need to elevate it so it's less effort per push, but we want to keep moving for 45 seconds. So to demonstrate, we have our level 1 push-ups where we're here in a tabletop position, and we're coming down and back up. Even in our level 1 push-up though, we want to make sure we're getting that external rotation in our shoulders. So if you're looking at the ground, you're going to feel like your hands are doing this. We're pulling those shoulder blades down and back, and we're pushing through the chest, right? So we're right here, we're still pushing down and up. Now you can, if that's too easy for you, you can go to level 2. Pick your feet up so you're not on your kneecaps. Same deal though, we want to get that external rotation, pulling those shoulder blades down and back, core is tight, and just down and up, nice and smooth. We're not looking to go fast today, steady and consistent. Level 3 push-ups, up on the toes, down and up. Again, the whole time, we want to keep those shoulder blades down and back, pushing through our chest. Third thing on the list, alternating reverse lunges. So we're going to alternate feet, so we don't have to worry about keeping track of how many we're going to do in one foot and then the other, which one we did first last time. We're just going to alternate them. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to do a reverse lunge because it's easier to keep your knee behind your toe going backwards. Notice my knee is behind my toe, than it is going forwards. If I'm back here and I step forward, it's a lot easier to get my knee too far forward. Notice my hips are too far forward, my heel's coming up off the ground on that front foot. We want to be firmly planted, squeeze it down and up, right? So if we're doing reverse lunges, we're just going to slide the foot back and then slide it forward. Right here, pushing through the heel on the front foot the whole time, keeping that core tight. Down, squeeze it up through the glute. Down, squeeze it up through the glute. Keeping that core tight, keeping that hip under your shoulder the whole time. We don't want to be here, especially when you start getting tired. We start leaning forward to push up. Notice when I do that, the weight gets up on the ball of my foot and my knee, right? So nowhere near as safe on your knee than keeping the weight on your heel. It's much more stable, much safer to push through the heel and get that glute firing. We're going to add everybody's favorite, T rotations. For this one, you probably don't need a weight, but if you do want a weight, keep it light. 3 to 5 pounds, probably for most folks. I've had some folks in the past try to do this with 20-pound weights, and if they're extremely fit, they can do it, but even just your body weight, it's going to really work you. And so the way this works is we're going to be in a side plank. I'm going to stand up to demonstrate this at first. We're going to be in a side plank on our elbow, and we're going to reach all the way under and point behind us, and then we're going to open all the way up, just like we're doing almost like a back fly, right? Just open all the way up, all the way around, and then back under, right? Just like that. And so if you're on the ground, it's going to look like this. I'm here on my elbow. I'm up in my side plank position. I get my hand. I rotate it all the way under, and then all the way around. Just like that. And it may look like it's our top hand and our back we're trying to work. It's really stabilizing on this shoulder is the tricky part. We don't want that shoulder to collapse and get up in our ear, right? If you find your core is not strong enough to do this for 45 seconds on each side, that's perfectly fine. You can either elevate it, which is the easiest solution. That way you can still be in the correct body position. Make use of your table or a couch or whatever. Just make sure you got your thumb on the edge so you can really hang on to it. And we're going to be here, and we're going to curl around and then all the way over. Note, we still want to keep that core tight, and you may want to take that bottom foot and put it over your top foot so your weight's on your outside foot, and that'll help keep you stable. Also make sure you're wearing shoes that aren't slick if you're doing this. That way you don't have your feet go out from underneath you and you land on the floor. But you can still be here, still reach all the way around, all the way up, And if you're doing this at an incline, because your core can't handle it, but your shoulder can handle a little more work, this is where you can make use of that, 3 to 10 pound dumbbell. So we'll do one set of those on the left side, and then we'll go 45 seconds on the other, and then we're going to recover for 1 to 2 minutes, and then we're going to switch right back to those kettlebell swings, making sure we're not letting that heart rate dip too low. Once you get 3 to 5 sets of that in, you tell it'll probably be your shoulders are the limiting factor between the push-ups and the T rotations. Your ability to stabilize your shoulders will probably be the part that will limit you on this workout. And that's okay. Because when we get done, we're going to polish you off with a straight set of Tabatas, either sprints. Again, if you're at the Lambright or you're at home and you have access to this equipment, you can do it on a bike or an elliptical or a treadmill, or you can do it outside. That's perfectly fine. If you don't have access to the equipment and you have knee issues, so you don't want to sprint, you can do these as speed squats, right? Or even if you do and you want to do speed squats or squat jumps, you're more than welcome to. But we're just going to come, if you're doing squats, we're just coming up and down as fast as you can go for 20 seconds. Then you get 10 seconds of recovery, full recovery. And then another 20 seconds. And we want to go as fast as you can, as hard as you can, until you can no longer go quickly. Once you are pooped and the legs just aren't responding, stop. And that's true whether it's the bike, or it's speed squats, or you're running. It should take you probably 6 to 8 sets, depending on how hard you push on the kettlebell swings and the reverse lunges and the sprints earlier in the workout to polish you off. But that's what we're going to do to polish you off, is a set of Tabatas. We're going to finish strong, we're going to finish hard, and we're going to try to spike that heart rate as high as we can on the tail end. Then when we get done, we're going to get a good, probably 10-minute brisk walk in, get that heart rate back down under control gradually, don't just stop, and then we're going to stretch really well. So until next time, train smart.